welcome in our first guest today. Kyle Bohrer is the co-founder of Build Better Fields. It's a nonprofit that is renovating local baseball fields throughout the Erie area. Welcome, Kyle.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us all about it.
Well, it started a few months ago. I have two young sons, both play baseball, and we went to one of our neighborhood baseball fields at J.S. Wilson, and it was just overgrown. Growing up, the grass growing up the fence lines, weeds everywhere, really unplayable, and really some unsafe conditions, even with bleachers and stuff. So I put a couple of phone calls into some gentlemen that I know, Aaron O'Toole and Gary Winchell in the township, and I asked them, what's going on? And I own Gordon's Butcher and Market, which is in the neighborhood. So that's how it started. Gordon's was going to step up and just kind of help that field out. Very quickly turned into realizing this is a bigger problem than I think anyone knew. So they mentioned they had other fields in the township that were just as bad, if not worse, and things like crime and drugs and party and graffiti. So they wanted some help, and we were Rob Cashone, Kara's better half. I mean,
Half.
reverse. Yeah, right. So Rob and I got to talking about it, and what turned into just doing one field ended up turning into creating this nonprofit.
And is it something where the townships just kind of got overwhelmed with upkeep of these fields?
Well, I think, there's so many fields in town, and they can only keep up with so many. And there's great organizations like MYA that have taken care of, certain fields, and they've done a very good job at it. But some of them they just can't, they can't keep up with either. So I think a lot of people needed some help, and I think having, somebody in the private enterprise world kind of step up to the plate and say, hey, you know what, this isn't good enough for our neighborhood, and we want to help out.
I love this. As parents, your kids are playing, you see a problem, instead of just complaining about it, you're figuring out how to fix it, and that's really remarkable. How big is your organization at this point, and what are you doing to raise funds to help things keep moving?
So we are, accepting donations on a personal level. We've had a lot of people donate in memory of a grandfather or a father, which has been great. We logoed the Build Better Fields after Build Better Boys Baseball, which is a rather historic Little League baseball program that City of Erie Baseball. So a lot of people know about it. This patch, this logo, everybody who's from 30 to 70 years old knows this logo. So we just kind of took boys out, put fields on it, and really just pulled on heartstrings. So people who I don't think really would have considered it are all in. So we've had almost $30,000 donated already. Major corporate sponsorships, Country Fair, Plyler Overhead Door, Merrill Lynch, Gordon's, obviously. It's just been one after another. Logistics Plus just came on board, ECCA payroll. It's really been almost overwhelming.
And I was going to say, I love that support on the personal level of I'm making a donation in honor of my dad who played with Build Better Boys. And you've got merch, as you were saying.
I would normally dress up to see you ladies, but
people started saying, I want a hat, because of that nostalgia factor with Build Better Boys baseball, right?
Yeah, we did. We made a point to get the old foam hats from the 80s and 90s. And I did research to find every single color that the boys played in the 80s and 90s.
Oh my goodness.
And we replicated them. So we have them, and they're available for purchase, and all the proceeds go to the fields.
Now, where are you in the project? You're working on one field, you've got one field finished. I don't remember where we are.
Yeah, so we did not start slowly. J.S. Wilson is almost done, and I'd invite anybody in the neighborhood to go check it out. We built 2 dugouts, 2 bleachers, complete infield restoration. CTF was gracious enough to fertilize. We've taken care of all that. We have J.S. Wilson done, and it took us about 17 days, which is pretty impressive.
Wow.
So we're not messing around.
And what's next?
Bell Valley. So as soon as we're done with JS, which should be wrapped up by the end of the week, we just have to finish the awesome scoreboard in right field. Every Built Better Fields field will have a custom Built Better Field scoreboard with a bench so the little kids can sit up and keep score during the game.
Perfect.
And then we're going right to Bell Valley.
Love it. We're starting to run out of time, but go to their Facebook page for more information. Get involved, and if you see a problem, fix a problem. I love it. Yeah,
I agree.
Congrats.
Yeah, well,
That's really great work.
Thanks,
We
Kyle.
Appreciate it very much.